Check it
It's not laying over there, so I grab. All right, it is 7 o'clock. I'd like to call the March 10th, 2025 Thornapple Township Board meeting to order. Will you all please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance for an invocation. Lord, may the discussions we share and the decisions we make this evening reflect your leadership and your influence in our lives. Amen. Amen. Please join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Diane, your roll call.
Schaefer.
Here.
Bouchard. Here. Campbell.
Present.
Deloche.
Yep.
Stanton.
Here.
Murray. And Ordway.
All right. Moving on to number 4, approval of the printed agenda. There are some additions. The planning and zoning report was not available. That was placed at everyone's areas on the desk. Also, the minutes from the February 19th special budget meeting. I would like to add the new business, letter J, TTS pay scale, letter K, TTS compensation and leave policy, letter L, BSNA payroll training, and letter M, personnel handbook update. And with that, be happy to entertain a motion to approve the printed agenda as amended.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. Motion with support to approve the printed agenda as amended. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, we're on to number 5, approval of consent agenda. And I have to entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. I'll make that motion.
I have a correction.
Okay.
He's already made a motion. I'll second it. So he's got the Robert's rules of order. But, so now the discussion. In A, the minutes of the regular meeting, I noticed that John Smelter's name was printed correctly once, but then it was wrong in part of it.
His name's not Paul.
It's, what's that?
His name's not Paul.
Right. So it's in number 7, the county report. On the bold, on the left side, it says Paul Smelter. I really think that should be John.
I agree. So with that, I will withdraw your motion.
I will.
Yes. Okay.
And I have another question. We've got the Thornapple Township meeting, the special one. Is that under consent or is
It is
this
not.
not?
It's pulled out.
Okay, so that one will be later. All right, thank you.
All right. With that, I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda with the corrections to the February 10th, 2025 meeting minutes.
No.
Okay.
And I'll re-second it.
All right, I have a motion of support to approve the consent agenda as amended. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane, will you roll call?
Deloche.
Yes.
Schaefer.
Yes.
Stanton.
Yes.
Bouchard. Yes. Campbell.
Yes. Okay, we're on to number 6, first public comment. I'd be happy for anyone who has public comment, if they would stand up and The only caveat is to limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. Hearing none. County report, Commissioner Getty.
All right. I don't have a ton of news. We didn't have a town meeting last week due to lack of quorum. But did receive an email that I forwarded to you this afternoon that our county parks grant applications are open as of today. Minimum application is $500. Max is $15,000. So in some years, we've given multiple grants for 1,500 or 2,000, adding up to that 15,000. And then other years, we've given away one grant for the total amount of 15,000. So if there's a special project that you're looking at, I wouldn't be surprised if our village neighbors will apply for the project, which would benefit us all, but we'll see how that goes. We welcome Patrick Jensen's to the county. He attended a meeting. I know it's a little bit of a sore spot here, but I think we can all agree that he's going to be quite a resource for the county. So sorry about that, but I am sorry. We when he was there, we approved the local emergency planning committee to submit the hazardous materials emergency grant, preparedness grant, and we approved a couple of PA 116s, which you guys are well versed with here as well. That is really all I have. John Slunker sends his regrets and he couldn't be here himself tonight, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner Getty. All right, we are at number 8, public hearing. At this point, I would like to recess our township meeting, our board meeting at 7:07 and open up the public hearing for proposed 2025-2026 township budget. All right, is there any public that would like to speak about our proposed 2025-2026 budget? All right, I would like to reconvene our Thornapple Township Board meeting at 7:07. And we are on to reserve time with Chief Richardson.
I'll try not to monopolize. Thank you for giving me an opportunity today. We got a couple of things. One, we're going to celebrate people who have, we've got 6 people who have 5 years on the department, or will have 5 years within this calendar year. And so we're going to bring them up individually, hopefully give a little background on them. First one, Colin Krika, is one of our lieutenants here. Colin started here as an EMT firefighter, worked his way to being a paramedic, and then he became a shift lead, and then tested and became one of the lieutenants here. Nice work. Next person we have is Tom Daniels. Tom Daniels came here as a firefighter. I believe he was at Caledonia prior to coming here. Years and years ago. A lot of experience. He works pretty much full time up at Plainfield, and he's a great resource for us. He was an MFR and now he's an EMT class, and he'll be taking his EMT test shortly. I just saw his submitting to the National Registry. Thanks. Ryan Murphy is not here tonight. He's been with us for 5 years. He was on the injured reserve when I came here from an accident on duty. So our next person would be Mike Powell. Mike followed in his mentor Colin's footsteps. He came here, when I came here as an EMT, and just became a new EMT, I believe. I I tricked him into going to probably the hardest paramedic school that is here. I looked down, I'm like, oh, this has 100% passing rate. It's got to be the best one. So Mike didn't have any gray hair prior to that. And now he has some. Mike also tested for lieutenant, was successful. He's doing a great job. We appreciate everything you do. Preston is unfortunately at his goddaughter's birthday party, so he won't be with us either tonight. So that brings us to Cass Bechdevine. Cass is another person I tricked to go to that paramedic school. She loved it. She loved every minute of it. She was one of the people who was here during COVID, did EMT and fire school at the same time. And she didn't think that was enough, so we sent her to medic school. Next stop, fire officer 1 and 2, right?
Sure.
All right. Next up, every year, we've been giving awards since I started here to the Rookie of the Year, Firefighter of the Year, Fire Officer of the Year, and then we have it's called the Top Gun Award for the person who has the most calls. And we'll start off with the Rookie of the Year, and that's Chase McConaughey. Chase is one of our most active members. I don't know how, I'll be up in my office and I'll come down for a call and he's already here. I don't know how he sits out in the parking lot. I don't know how he gets here so quick. I'm sure he's not exceeding any speed.
I can't share my secrets.
No, he cannot. Chase went through fire school last year and he's in EMT school right now. He's excited to maybe be a career firefighter and we hope to help him get through that. There you go. Next is a name you've probably heard from last year. He was politicking to try to get firefighter of the year and he was successful. Shelby England. Shelby's one of the hardest working guys I know. Always comes in with a great attitude, doesn't complain, even when the chief has to be on the ambulance and kicks him off the main ambulance on to have to maybe do a few transfers today. He has gone through paramedic school. He'll be taking his test. Did you get a date then? Not yet, we have a date yet. So he'll be taking his test shortly, and we're excited for him to get that done. He's their newest full-time firefighter. He was Rookie of the Year last year, Firefighter of the Year this year, and he says he wants to be Fire Chief of the Year next year. Fire Officer of the Year is our Captain Jared Willman. Been here, oh my goodness, 13 years, is that right? I had it down at 13. Oh, that's right. Jared's a medic. He's a firefighter. He's fire inspector. He's our live firing trainer. He's our only firefighter here that has fire instructor 2. He's got pretty much every certification. When I saw his resume, it was like 3 or 4 pages of just certifications of everything. He's been in the military. He's been a fire chief in the military. He's an incredible asset for this community. I'm excited to have him here, and I think it's well deserved. Certainly not least, Top Gun Award goes to Brian Jackie. 146 calls. Almost made 50%. Almost made 50%. He's another one that's like, I get downstairs and I can't believe I'm putting my gear on. He's walking in the door. But 146 calls, having a full-time job, and coming in 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I think part of it is that they're in competition with each other, but we appreciate all the work that he's done. Nice job.
All right. Pete, you're up again.
I guess I'm again. I've disseminated the annual report for everybody at their seats. It'll be up on the, I'll get it to Laura so we can get it up on the township website. Nothing significant to report. Got officers meeting next month, so I'll probably a lot more fodder to report them, but just been busy with Patrick being taken by the county. No hard feelings, no hard feelings.
I see how this is gonna go.
You're right, he's an incredible resource, and I'm glad the county has him. If he's gonna leave here, at least he'll still be in the county, and be a resource for us to use, so. But no, nothing else to report.
All right, thank you, Chief. We have no unfinished business. We're on to number 12, new business A. That's a general request for meeting minutes, and that the recommendation is effective at the start of this meeting to approve Diane DeGraff to take minutes at our regular township board meetings and to handle all responsibilities involved with the board meeting minutes. And I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve that. If not, she might just walk out.
Can I speak to it before you make the motion?
Sure.
As you might guess, I take exception to it a little bit, as you've heard from me before. Having a person's name mentioned on board action, I'd much rather have it read that we empower our clerk to hire a recording secretary at will. And not have it include one person, because what if she does walk out, we gotta get somebody else next week, and then we gotta go through this board action again to get another person. So can we change it to not include a person's name and just give her the powers to hire?
To hire someone to do meeting minutes. So I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve the clerk to hire a recording secretary to record our regular township board meeting minutes and handle all responsibilities involved with board meeting.
At her discretion, if you like to say.
At her discretion. With the not to exceed $95 per meeting. So I'd be happy to entertain that motion. I'm not going to repeat it again.
I will make that.
Effective at the beginning of this meeting.
Second.
Motion with support to approve the clerk to hire a reporting secretary with a cost not to exceed $95 per meeting. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns?
We occasionally have ZBAs, zoning board of appeals meetings, and historically, we've had a recording secretary there also.
I think that the issue with these board meetings is our deputy clerk is on the school board, and this conflicts with her meeting that she has to be at. So this is the outlier, I guess. Okay, fair. Yep, I'm satisfied. Are there any further questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane, will you roll call?
Stanton,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Demush.
Yep.
Campbell,
Yes.
Bouchard. Yes.
All right. New business B, and thank you for that, Diane. Hopefully we didn't get $18 for 18 minutes for nothing. So you're on board now. New business B, Berry County Fair participation. I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve the three-way split of the fair booth rental with the city of Hastings and the village of Middleville for a cost not to exceed $147.
I'll make that motion.
And I'll support. Motion with support to approve the three-way split of a fair booth rental with the city of Hastings and the village of Middleville for the Berry County Fair. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns?
I don't like the rules.
What's that?
Did you read the rules?
What rule? Oh, in
Got to
here?
stay there until 11 on the closing day on Sunday.
I,
And if we leave early, they're gonna reprimand us and scold us and stuff.
I generally stay till the end,
Well,
and the end is actually Saturday.
well, that's not what it says, but anyway. Well, I hadn't read those rules before, and I know we're just approving the expenditure, right?
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Okay. You want to change the Berry County Expo Center's space rental contract, you're welcome to call them up.
I think you should do that. I think you should do that.
Okay. Are there any further questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane, can you roll call?
Schaefer,
Yes.
Stanton,
Yes.
Bouchard. Yes. Campbell,
Yes.
Demush.
Okay, we're on to new business C, which is a general request looking for a motion to approve a 4-year plan with the Berry County Road Commission for a cost not to exceed $170,000 a year. And I'll make that motion. I'll support. Motion will support. Are there questions, comments, or concerns? I want to make, so what we originally talked about was $150,000 for this commitment. I talked to Jake Welch, and he said, you know, we do the 20,000 in dust control. He said, why don't you just combine both of them into one line item? So that's what we did. So the $20,000 in dust control will now move to budget line 101 523-930.1. So it's the same amount of money. It's just. Are there any further questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane, can you roll call?
Bouchard. Yes. Campbell,
Yes.
Demush,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Stanton.
Yes. All right, we're on the new business D. And that is a motion to approve, looking for a motion, recommendation is motion to approve $1,900 for trail maintenance to assist the village of Middleville. And we've done this for many years to help pay for mowing and upkeep of the trail. And I'd be happy to entertain a motion to do so.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. Motion with support, to approve $1,900 for trail maintenance to assist the village of Middleville with upkeep of the Culinary Trail. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns?
Question, how much of the Paul Henry Trail that's in the township is maintained by the village? Is there any part of it that's just ours?
2.69 miles.
Okay. I asked because I'm just, what I'm really wondering is the entire trail that's developed being maintained? I simply don't know the answer to that.
I believe that Irving pays a similar amount, it might be a little bit less, I think they've got less.
They based it on commensurate on what section was in each jurisdiction.
Mhm.
From McCann to Irving, they do mow it.
Okay.
But it's not maintained as rigorously as the McCann to Crane Road sections, and really McCann to, the township line is what you're concerned with.
Thank you, Catherine.
Are there any further questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane, can you roll call?
Stanton,
Yes.
Bouchard. Yes. Campbell,
Yes.
Demush.
Yep.
Schaefer.
Yes. We're on to new business. E. And this is the General Appropriations Act, Resolution 04-2025. I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve the Resolution 04-2025, the General Appropriations Act for Thornapple Township. I'll support. Motion with support to approve resolution 04-2025, Thornapple Township's general appropriation resolution. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane, you're up again.
Bouchard? Yes. Campbell?
Yes.
Demush?
Yes.
Schaefer?
Yes.
Stanton?
Yes.
All right, we're on to new business F, which is the supervisor's salary resolution. I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve resolution 05-2025.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion with support to approve resolution 05-2025. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane?
Campbell?
Yes.
Demush?
Yes.
Schaefer?
Abstain.
Stanton?
Yes.
And, Bouchard? Yes.
All right, we are on to new business G, which is the treasurer's salary resolution 06-2025. I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve resolution 06-2025.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. Motion with support to approve resolution 06-2025, the salary resolution for Thornapple Township treasurer. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane?
Demush?
Yes.
Schaefer?
Yes.
Stanton?
Yes.
Bouchard? Abstain. Campbell?
Yes.
All right, we're on to new business H, which is the clerk's salary resolution 07-2025, and I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve that. I'll make that motion. Support. Motion with support to approve resolution 07-2025, and that is the clerk's salary resolution. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane?
Schaefer?
Yes.
Stanton?
Yes.
Bouchard? Yes. Campbell?
Yes.
Demush?
Okay, we're into new business I, and that is a resolution 03-2025 that will replace resolution 02-2025. We originally committed $10,000 a year for 4 years to the village of Middleville for replacement of the trail bridge. We adjusted that when we saw what we had left in our budget, and this will replace the original resolution that we passed, the resolution that commits to $25,000 per year for the next 4 years. I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve resolution 03-2025.
I'll make that motion.
Hold on here. Hold on.
Your minutes say, oh, wait. So-
Yeah, let's do
For the
resolution
agenda.
08. I'm sorry. This
Well,
is-
it should be 0. Oh, I was thinking it was March, but what number should it be?
Let's do 08. Okay, we have to entertain a motion to approve resolution 08-2025. I'll make that motion.
And I'll support it with the caveat that we gotta fix the tape.
Yep. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay.
We've heard it before. It's spending too much.
Well, I think that most people understand the value of the trail. If this helps them replace their bridge, then I'd be happy to do it.
Yeah, they can do it cheaper. We gotta get Elon Musk on this.
All right. Are there any further questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none. Diane, can you roll call?
Schaefer?
Yes.
Stanton?
Yes.
Bouchard? Yes. Campbell?
Yeah.
Demush?
Okay. The next two items, I did not add letters in, so the planning and zoning report, I will add that to next month's meeting. This is just for you guys to get your eyes on it. And the minutes of February 19th, 2025, I did not add a item under new business to approve those. So we will add that on to April's meeting. So they're just for inspection at this point. So we are on to new business. I moved my paper. J, which is motion to update the Thornapple Township Emergency Services pay scale as noted on the attached sheet. I'd be happy to entertain a motion to update the TTS pay scale. I'll make that motion. I'll support. Motion with support to update the Thornapple Township Emergency Services pay scale as noted on the sheet attached. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Diane, can you roll call?
Bouchard. Campbell.
Yes.
Marsh.
Yes.
Schaefer.
Yes.
Stanton.
Yes. All right. We are on to new business K, which is recommendation to update Thornapple Township Emergency Services compensation and leave policy. And that is as attached. You have to entertain a motion to approve the updates to the Thornapple Township Emergency Services compensation and leave policy. I'll make that motion. I'll support it. Motion with support. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns?
Yeah, I do have a few questions. Of course. So I'm wondering about, I guess the second page of it, about the contracted TTS instructor and how we want to do it as a private contractor. And I don't know if you've looked into all the details to do that, because I think they'll have to have workers' comp insurance on their own.
I don't think we're gonna find anything.
Because I think it really just
That's,
needs
and
to.
then that wasn't anything new I put in there.
Okay.
I just updated how much instructors know.
Because if we have like someone that already works here that's doing it, they're getting paid hourly to do it. I mean, the rate could be different for doing it, but then they'd be covered. I did have a question about the, under the officer stipends.
Mhm.
Is there any, I know it looks like it's gone up a lot more than what we were paying this year, but is there like a minimum hours that they need to work to actually get the stipend?
Not currently, but I have given them all tasks that they need to get done. So if they're not gonna get their stuff done, then they're probably not gonna be getting their house stipends.
Because I mean, there's one person that maybe only works a couple hours a month and I don't think they should get the full monthly stipend if they're only getting here. I think they should, unless there's a way to do this, that the rate's different when they're working. I don't know what's easier.
That because the rates are so different, compared to full-time 56-hour employees versus people who work. That was the only way that you can really do it. So that hasn't been updated since it wasn't even updated the year before I started. So it's been almost 4 years since it's been updated.
The monthly rate.
Yeah.
Can we take anything out of this, or do we just pass it the way it is, like the contract requirement? I don't know.
You can make an amendment to it.
I I'm just concerned about, you know, how, well, partly one of this individual's being manufactured. We're not,
I
I don't see
couldn't,
the issue with that.
I couldn't find anybody interested even at that rate to come. And I know a bunch of people who are instructors. So,
okay, because it's under contracted as opposed to someone that's on. You get a special contract. They were going to,
yeah, it
okay.
probably needs to be double that amount if we were gonna try to get people.
I was just thinking if you had our normal person, we're gonna switch how we're doing it. There's more to it than just the kitchen. That's my question.
Any further questions, comments, concerns? Yeah, get some water. No.
You can drink
I'm
this.
not. I've recovered. Have we got a hose here? Supervisor's on fire.
Are there any further questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none.
Roll call.
Raj.
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Stanton,
Yes.
Bouchard,
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
All right.
We're on to new business.
No.
Owl, which is BSNA training for the clerk to assist with payroll. I'd be happy to entertain a motion to approve a one-day payroll module training session in Bath, Michigan at BSNA. I'll make that motion. I'll support. Motion with support to approve a one-day payroll module training session in Bath, Michigan at BSNA for a cost not to exceed $1,500. Oh, thank you. Well,
Literally.
you guys are lifesavers. So did I have motion with support? I'd be happy to entertain motion to approve the one-day payroll module training session in Bath, Michigan at BSNA for a cost not to exceed $1,500.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. Motion with support to approve a one-day payroll module training session in Bath, Michigan at BSNA for a cost not to exceed $1,500. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Diane, your roll call.
Stanton,
Yes.
Bouchard,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Demush.
Yeah.
Schaefer.
Yes. All right. Last but not least, new business M. And I'd be happy to entertain a motion to update the personnel handbook to reflect the requirements of the Earned Sick Time Act, to update the vacation policy and replace personal time with sick time. And I'll make that motion.
I'll support it.
Motion with support to update the personnel handbook to reflect the requirements of the Earned Sick Time Act, to also to update the vacation policy and replace personal time with sick time. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns?
Yes, I have some questions. So the new pages for the handbook is for both buildings. We're trying to combine it all into one, or is this just for over here? So we know.
I believe it's.
It's a handbook. There's only one handbook.
Okay, all right, then I have just a couple questions about. It looks like we're changing how many sick days we get for some of our full-time, our part-time. Not so like full part-time people that we have in our office.
Regularly scheduled part-time people.
Yeah, thank you. Which, and then we're limiting because of the new law, how they can be used. Right, I mean,
I'd
that's
say
basically
that's
the point.
accurate,
And now, when we have vacation time that they don't take, we're not paying out vacation anymore?
Yeah.
Because we used to pay out vacation, but
Oh,
now
if we don't use it, you're gonna lose it, because it's an accrual style now. So you'll have a maximum, and I don't know what they came up with here.
You're talking about
I'm talking about vacation now.
vacation. We had a rollover for that. That we could roll over up to, what, 216?
Yeah, 216 for 24-hour people. I don't know what it was for.
But that's what we want people to do now. We're not gonna pay them out. We want them to roll in a hole and we want them to use it.
We want people to take their vacation. That's
Okay.
first and foremost. But if for whatever reason they don't take that vacation, you can bank, to be honest, Bill, you
216.
can bank up to 216 hours max. Okay, once you have banked 216 hours, as you accrue time over the calendar year, you don't accrue additional banked hours.
And you don't get to sell it back
You don't, that's right,
unless you,
Okay.
unless you sever employment.
right,
Full-time employment.
right.
So then we're not paying vacation time anymore if you're not taking it. We're just wanting them to take it and extending it into the next year and hoping they'll take it before they approve more.
Because you're accruing every month now and not accruing in one big lump sum.
I just know it was such a big deal when it was added to pay people. They didn't use their vacation and that was gone. I just wanted to pinpoint that we saw that. That wasn't in on this one. I pulled the details.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I got it now.
Thanks.
And I just wanted to put Bill on the spot. Have you read this document? And it's the one that's in our packet today. Okay, I asked because what I last saw, it's very difficult to map to this, so I'm hoping we got it right.
I guess it can be an agenda
Cindy
request
was
next
on
month.
it.
Yeah, I know Cindy put a lot of time into this, so, and I have confidence in her work.
All right, are there any further questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, Diane, can you roll call?
Schaefer,
Yes.
Stanton,
Yes.
Bouchard,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Mott.
Yes.
All right, we are to number 13, committee reports. Administration. Got a new person to take meeting minutes. Cemetery, anything new there that you know of, Ross? Okay.
Nothing's happening there.
Middleville DDA has secured multiple contracts for Riverbank Music Series. There's at least going to be 10 events and maybe a couple more, which is a vast increase over last year. Also say that Middleville DDA is gaining members and it's a much better climate. It's a whole different feel when you go to a DDA meeting. Before it was kind of doom and gloom, and now it's, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I think we're heading towards it. Elections. We combined with Caledonia for one little election for the other half of,
Instead of meetings.
yeah. I don't know if that's, we talked about that at the last meeting or budget meeting. Budget meeting. Okay. So that's the only thing that I know of there. Emergency services, Ross?
We nailed it.
Okay. Finance.
I guess one thing, we're done collecting taxes for 2024. It's gonna go to the county and turn over all the records.
Okay. Parks and Rec. We happen to have the new chairperson here.
We had originally set the meeting dates quarterly. Since we weren't doing program anymore, you were notified of that. We were gonna do them on the fourth Wednesday. There's a conflict with that, so we're looking for a new date, but if I heard from the township supervisor in time, I believe it'll be the third Wednesday at 5 or 6. And then if in April, we could kick off our 5-year rec plan update. So I've been communicating with Nathan Maymid from Williams and Works. And we should be able to kick off that process, and that will occur over the next 8 months. So that really we hope to be done by the first of the year, have something for the entities to adopt in January or February, in time to get it to the DNR in time to meet their deadline.
Okay. Thank you. Personnel and compensation.
I think we covered a lot of stuff right here
We
tonight.
did.
That was a derivative of the last meeting.
Property and public utilities. Dave. Okay, roads and highways.
I think we hit that for them.
We did. Duncan Lake Sewer. We have a meeting scheduled on, a week from tonight on, St. Patrick's Day.
We're gonna turn the sewer green.
I've been out there, it already is. It's waiting for us. I don't have any updates on the sewer system either. I've been, Brian's been on a little bit of a vacation. I'm manning the sewer ponds until, this Wednesday. And he'll be back. So we're on to number 14, our second period of public comment. The only caveat is please limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. Any takers?
I'm gonna put on my different hat. So, I'm here representing the Paul Henry Thornapple Trail Association. As many of you know, we've been on kind of a campaign to recruit board members and to expand membership so that we can be in a better position to assist entities with work along the Paul Henry Thornapple Trail. Right now, we had 6 of 11 possible board members. Now we just added 3 more. And we started an event this last Saturday, and it will go on for several Saturdays. You can check out our Facebook page, but it's called Trek the Trails. And we meet and we're going to walk each section of the Paul Henry Thornapple Trail from where it starts up near 44th in Kalamazoo, right by Four Rocks up there. So it's, we're really part of a really big trail network. And it crosses part of the Fred Meyer Trail up there. And so we walked a section up there on Saturday, and we'll continue to do that on Saturdays for the next several months. And then we're planning to participate in the National Rails to Trails Celebrate Trails Day on April 26th. And we'll be down here at the gazebo along the trail from 1 to 3, just promoting trails. We'll have trail magazines and giveaways and things like that for a couple hours there. And then I'm going to try to get through this one without getting emotional, but Middleville lost a really great man this last weekend. So Bob Bender passed away on Friday. He was not only a good friend and a mentor to me, but he served on our county commission for several years, as chair for several years, and then went on to serve in the state legislature. He also served in the Navy. He was a Navy pilot. After retirement, he joined the Peace Corps and served in Russia. He did numerous trips, mission trips and service trips with Middleville Rotary. And I just don't know anybody else who had as big a heart to serve their community and with such a joyful spirit. So he'll be sorely missed.
I didn't realize he passed. Yeah,
The funeral arrangements, there's visitation not this coming Friday, following Friday, funeral on Saturday.
All right. Thanks, Cap.
Sorry.
Or did anyone else have public comment? Hearing none, full of members, Dave Stanton.
Congratulations to everybody that got a medal or plaque. Thank you.
Okay. Sandy is not here. I wish her well in a speedy and complete recovery. Ross.
Well, I guess I'm gonna echo David's comment about congratulating our personnel for a job well done, very much appreciated. On another note, happy birthday to Sandy. And- oh, I mean, it's not today, it's coming up real soon.
Oh.
And
I just talked to her.
And another item that I noticed tonight that I'm not sure if it was a rigid policy or a recommendation or request, but when we do a resolution, I thought that we were intending to indicate what line item the budget line item that money was gonna be taken out of, and none of these resolutions had that.
It wasn't a resolution, it was you did on the agenda request.
Yeah, right, yeah, you're right. The agenda request, none of those mentioned the budget items, and I think that we should indicate that we're trying to follow the budget.
I think quite a few of them did.
And some of them did. Some of them might have got over.
Well, I noticed it was missing on please.
Yeah, I'm sure there might have been something else.
So,
The BSNA one has a line item on it, just as.
that was all.
Okay. Kurt.
My congratulations to all the award recipients. Thank you. And I have to also say, I don't know how to say it, but I really appreciate the entire staff of our EMS department. Thank you for all you do. And I know your families sacrifice as well. So I appreciate that. Happy birthday to Ross, Sandy, and I'm coming up.
And yourself.
Soon myself, so. That's all I have.
We didn't fill David in that he has to have a birthday in March.
Oh. Okay.
That's the bad one. All right, Laura.
I guess I could have said the tax thing here, in the wrong spot, but congratulations to everybody who got their medals for service and then the special awards. Congrats.
All right. Cindy, hope she is enjoying her conference. And learning a lot. I would like to say thank you to everybody and thank you to the chief for bringing these presentations back to us for the last few years. It's nice to see everybody and, you know, we're all kind of a family here at Lion. And it's nice to see our brothers and sisters that protect us and serve us. And with that, I'd be happy to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thanks.
Motion with support to adjourn. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? We are adjourned at 7:53.